5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, have fun.
Look.
Alright, so this is the only race today.
I'm still here, I'm still here.
I know I can't kick you out.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they didn't give me actual mod, but yeah, anyway, this is the only race today. We've got more races in this round tomorrow. Today's Ouija versus rRubiks. Just the first race of round 5, I believe. OuijiShi's PB is a 54.49, and rRubiks has 1 hour and 43 seconds, so not too far apart. But Ouija definitely has an advantage, I think. That said, these two runners are close enough that it could go either way with one mistake, so I'll be very interested to see what happens. I've lost rRubiks' video though, so... Alright, we've got rRubiks' video back. I have lost my other commentator, unfortunately, but...
I don't have a deafen button, so...
That's alright, I'll mute you.
Okay.
Hello, are you back? Alright, so what's that saying? Ouija taking an early lead, going into last tomb. It's not too big of a lead though, so hopefully, I think the first interesting thing will be whether both runners go for Dex chase skip, which is coming up now for Ouija. It is quite a big risk, but we've seen most people going for it in these races, so I'm expecting probably both of them will go for it. Well, Ouija has got the invulnerability first try, which is a good start, and rRubiks seems to be having some internet issues at the moment. I'll try and get video back as soon as I can. Alright, and Ouija lands Texas chase skip perfectly, so that will get him a nice lead, I think. We still don't know how rRubiks is doing since we don't have any video, but hopefully we get some soon. But it's a clean run so far for Ouija at the very least. Okay, it looks like rRubiks has entity again. Unfortunately, it seems like he either missed the skip or didn't go for it, so Ouija does have quite a big lead already. Hopefully, we have a stable video from now on. This is looking like a pretty good practice for Ouija as well. He's managed to get all the extra hits in every phase. And none of the bombs got hit by falling rocks or anything silly in the last phase, so yeah, clean run so far. Now that both the runners have the jet ball, we'll see a lot of hovering throughout the city like Ouiji's doing now. And probably a lot of death warps and restart warps to save on travel time as well. Navigating the city's like a really big part of this run, so being able to consistently hit all those hovers will save a lot of time for people that land them.
Hello? Are we here?
Hello.
Is it functioning?
What's happening?
Right before the race started, my internet decided, you know what? No. So, I've been
Strange.
trying to fix it this entire time.
Yeah, I don't know if you've been watching, but rRubiks like lost internet for a few minutes of it as well.
Yeah, I think it was just a general problem with Discord for a second, but I don't know.
Okay. At least I'm very thankful that you're here now.
There's one problem still though. None of the streams are loading on my end, so I'm just gonna open the stream on my phone and commentate through that because that's the best I can do. At the moment, it's scuffed, but it's the best I can do. There you go. It's the best I can do. Apologies.
I'm thankful for your help. It
Oh,
looks
the
like
worst timing though.
so I'll recap you on what's happened so far. Is basically Luigi got Dex to skip. rRubiks either didn't or didn't go for it. Not really sure because
right.
his video
Internet,
cut out,
yeah.
and then yeah. So now Luigi's quite far ahead already, but you know, one
Yeah,
mistake could
Luigi-
change that. So
I don't know how far behind I am on the stream, but on my stream he's just started the last ambush.
yes,
So,
yes,
for sewers,
you're up to
okay.
date.
Okay, you started the last ambush for sewers, which is, I believe, can be a bit RNG. Can be a bit RNG heavy depending on like how quickly you kill them. Like I think it's dependent on how many will drop, if that makes sense. So I don't know. It's hard to explain because I'm not too familiar with it. But I know the first section that rRubiks has just entered, this section is RNG, where they spawn. Because the metalheads, they can spawn on one of 3 sides, right? Well, they spawn on all 3 sides, but where they spawn is RNG. So, realistically, you're going to want to get the ones closest to Jack, where rRubiks was standing. Which seems like he got pretty decent RNG on that one. So that's always nice to see.
The only real controllable time save is the part that rRubiks just did now, killing those 2 enemies really fast, which he looks like he just missed. It was close. It stops some more enemies from appearing behind you and lets you keep the NPCs moving, but unfortunately not happening today.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too big a time loss. It's about 5-6 seconds just to kill him.
It's not massive, but it's the only thing that's really in control. With
in the sewers, especially.
sewers,
This level is awful, honestly. Ouija on a pretty good run so far, though. I wish I could see his perspective on my own screen, but I can't. So this is the best we've got.
Yeah, he's running with only 4 splits, so I'm not really sure if he's ahead or behind his PB. But
We'll see at the end of Lurkers, not Lurkers, sorry, Bombots, which he's doing right now. rRubiks takes a little bit of damage there, which not great. Realistically, you'd want to have at least 3 points of health instead of 2, but it should be okay. See how the ambush goes. I hate to keep referring to my races, but I famously struggle with this last ambush in races for some reason. So yeah, Ouija with a pretty fast first bomb bot. He messed up the hover a little bit, but should be okay. See how fast this second bomb bot goes. A little on the slower side, but still pretty decent. I apologize for how scuffed this is, by the way, but this is a...
right, okay. So, interestingly, rRubiks is having to use a lot of yellow ammo here. That's gonna put him in a bit of a difficult spot. Oh, he's just finished. He should be alright. I think as long as you've got 80 bullets, you're alright for bomb bots, but...
Yeah.
The more...
I'm gonna try and explain how bomb bots works real quick.
Okay.
You're dealing more damage by spinning them. Like, when you jump in the air and you spin or whatever and you shoot, the kicks are actually dealing more damage because I think it's hitting, like, on a single frame or something, like over and over and over and over again. So it just deals a lot of damage overall. Having yellow ammo could definitely help with that. And just the jump spin and shoot with the yellow ammo, because the yellow gun is dealing damage and your kicks are dealing damage, so you can usually within 3 kicks and a lot of shots from the yellow gun can like completely destroy the bomb bot, which is pretty nice. Oh my god, it's less scuffed, yay! It came back! I can see now!
Nice.
Yeah.
So the big thing with these races is whether the runners will go for the lap skip. I'm expecting that Ouija would do it every lap because he's just practiced it that much. I think rRubiks probably has learned it, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So we'll have to see when rRubiks gets up to
He
this point.
has been going for the older versions in his races. I don't know if he will, though. I guess we'll soon find out. Yeah, Ouija is pretty good at these. He has a setup in which he's basically lined up perfectly for when he blasts.
You have to be very confident in them to go for it in this because they only save like 5 seconds each or something. But if you fail it once, you have to restart the entire race. So yeah.
Yeah, you see the way he kind of like falls into it, but then he's already like at the angle.
Yeah, that's really fast.
He's really good at getting those like really quickly because a lot of runners I know take a little second just to set up, you know, just to set up. But that was a far one. But there you go, pretty nice lap skips. A 1:23 on that, which is very close to IL world record on that. So that is on a Class 2 race, which is insane actually. It's beyond insane. He had a really clean Class 2 there.
Yeah, I was actually just going to check what the IR record was. I think it's a 1:20, 1:19, so only 4 seconds off. Yeah, it's a very good run.
It could have been a little bit faster. He actually went for the longest shortcut. He actually went for the longest shortcut, like at the end. I think it was just a dodge, to dodge of one of the races.
I said that rRubiks will cut it close for Amber. He had 3 shots left at the end of Bombots.
Yeah, Ouija had 4, actually, I think I saw. So, damn, very nice. Low ammo strats, let's go. Yeah, both of these runners are very confident, and they hold a very special place in my heart. Because rRubiks, believe it or not, was one of the people who taught me Jack 2, 80%. He's helped me a lot on my journey, and now I'm within a minute of his PB, so that's insane to think. And Ouija, very welcoming in his streams, you know, very cool guy, very nice guy. He's someone that I watch quite often whenever he goes live, and he's good to learn from. He knows a lot about the game. He's very confident, and he's given me a lot of good pointers. So. Not bias, but it could be very good run from both of them. We'll see what happens. At the moment, Ouija pulling quite a decent ways ahead at the moment.
Yeah, so Ouija was only 20 seconds behind his PB, which is also their world record. After Bombots, so it's a pretty good run overall. It's like on pace for a 55 still, technically.
And yeah, if he doesn't make any major mistakes, he could drop a 55, which would be very nice. Which will be the lowest that anyone has ever gotten in this tourney so far.
Yes, there's been a few 56s, I think, but...
Oh, that was close, rRubiks. Yeah, he's not going for the lap skips, it looks like, unless he failed one. I wasn't entirely paying attention. We'll see. I want to see if he does. I want to see if he does, because he's grabbed the boost.
Also, Ouija is going for ringless, which is probably to be expected from a world record holder, but...
Yeah. Ringless can be a little bit faster just because you're skipping. You're skipping like a little section of rings, but it just means that you can't hit any other ring. Like, at all. Which is not the easiest thing in the world to do,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah, the difficulty is making sure you don't hit them, because as soon as you do hit one, you fail. But as long as you
Yep.
hit none for the rest of the race, you're okay.
Yeah, but it's also if you bonk into things and stuff, because of the rubber banding, Errol can catch up really quickly, and you're not going through the rings, so you're not getting any speed boosts as well. So he can catch up and just like go through the rings like at the end of the race and beat it really quickly. That is a 150. That's pretty good Errol race from Ouija right there. I don't know IL record for
The IL records are a bit skewed for it because there's IL only strats for that one, but yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
But 150 is a very good error race in a run.
Yeah, that's a very good one. Yeah, rRubiks on his way to Peacemaker right now. Shouldn't have too many issues on his way here. Ouija going for Life Seed right now as well, so very Ouija taking commanding lead, but it's Jack 2. Anything in the world can happen, you know?
Yeah. It's never really over until the final boss dies.
That is very true. How long's Ouija been running this game for? I think he's been running for about 8 years. I could be wrong. I might have to ask him that later.
My brain still thinks it's in 2020, but yeah, probably about 8 years, yeah.
I know rRubiks said he has been running for about 8 years, but he took like a massive break in between, right? Like he took like a 2 year break completely, and it was only when I started running that he started running again, which was fair enough, you know. Yeah, some death warping from Ouija right now.
Yeah, I think both runners have been running since about 2014, as you said.
Yeah, that's pretty big. I think, did Ouija used to run before horror?
That's a very good question, and I'm not quite sure what the answer is. I think he started shortly after it, but I'm not 100% sure about that.
Oh, rRubiks died. I think he didn't get the load for this hover, because if you hover into this area, you can just activate the cutscene immediately instead of just like walking through the door. I think he didn't load the Hippog properly, because there's a little trigger above the door that actually loads the Hippog. So if you don't actually hit that, oh pardon me, sorry, if you don't actually hit that trigger, it won't load and you just fall through the void. I think that's what happened to rRubiks though, because I'm sure he went back. I'm sure he went back to that. I was watching Ouija.
So Ouija's now going to be going to protect Samos, and I'm very curious to see if he's going to go for any of the new strategies he's come up with.
Yeah, he's Ouija's known for finding weird strats in this game.
Yeah, he has a interesting strat hiding out of bounds from the guards, and I'm curious to see if he's planning to bring it out in a race or not.
I mean, yeah, I think in a race though, he just wants to like make sure he's like still stable and like ahead, you know. So any unlisted super secret unlisted strats, you know, I don't know if he will go for, but there is a trick that he found in this level. I'm not too sure how it works or what it is, but I'm pretty sure it can cause invulnerability, but I'm not too sure. You'll have to come back to me on that one, because yeah, all I know is Ouija found some crazy stuff in this game, and I think there is one on this level, but I'm not too sure what it is. So you know, it's a very standard level at the moment. This one is all about ammo management. So this level's all about ammo management at the moment. He's punching and kicking guards just to save as much ammo as possible because he needs to fill up the ammo in his guns pretty much.
Yeah, so
Which is
the
very
key
nice.
thing is that they want to, both runners will want to make sure that they can get as much Peacemaker ammo as they can.
Yep,
Because it'll be
purple
useful
ammo.
for a boss fight later, but the game will like prefer to not give you Peacemaker ammo if you need ammo of the other guns, so by filling up all the other guns first, there's more chance of getting Peacemaker.
Yeah, see, he's got, there you go. He's filled up on yellow ammo. If he punches these two, he should get purple. Yes,
Yeah,
there you
now
go.
you see every guard is just dropping Peacemaker once he's full ammo on all the other guns.
He's 10 ammo. Yeah, he can use the guns to his delight now. This is a good weapon. This is a good level for farming ammo, and that's the whole point of that. So
Yeah, and killing them fast, like, you can kill them faster with guns, but it actually doesn't speed it up at all because the mission's just on a timer.
yep, rRubiks just finishing up Life Seed right now. Just very, very fancy.
Both runners hovering at the same time in different spots.
There's a lot of hovering in this game. Expect
Whoa,
that.
that was
to be
a spooky camera angle for rRubiks, but he made the ghost town work with it.
Yeah, I think you went a little to the right as well. That's a consistent area that I found. I probably didn't find it, but I started using it like unintentionally. If that makes sense. Like I started doing it, and then I mentioned it to some others, and like, oh wait, I've never actually seen that. That could actually be really consistent. So I was like, oh okay, that's pretty cool. But yeah, there's an area that you can hover straight to the like full on to the right. But the only danger with that is there's a chance it can still like not load if you go a little too far. So, you know. But if you do get it, it lines you up perfectly. Lines you up perfectly for just to land in this like massive space, so you're not like fumbling around or anything. You can just get on the jet board. You can just zoom on out, and it's very, very nice.
So, lurkers. Ouiji has picked up the lurker mission, but he's not going to do it. The reason for
like it
doing
right
that is because as long as Ouiji doesn't die in the next two missions, the lurker mission will still be in progress when he leaves the drill platform. And that means he can restart mission and go back to the start of the lurker mission and save a trip that's about a minute long. Maybe a little longer.
It's about a minute and a half, I think. Might be an overstatement there, actually, but yeah, Ouija opting to go for zoomer movement here. There is jetboard movement here, which uses the Peacemaker hover. The Peacemaker hover that you saw before, where both runners hovered into the gun course room. You can use that hover, but you don't drop into that room. You go over.
Yeah,
it
so
can
that's
save you a little bit of time.
It's a really interesting point because it's an interesting place where you can have two different strategies. Because the way it kind of evens out, because traveling on a zoomer is actually faster than traveling on the jetboard. It's just that you can't hover over walls on a zoomer.
Yeah.
So if a zoomer's in a convenient place, it's usually better to take the zoomer, but especially for a long trip. If it's a short trip, it's not so worth it because it takes some time to like jump on and do that animation.
I believe it has been compared, and it saves around 3 seconds if you do it right. If you do the jetboard movement, like, really, really good.
Okay.
So yeah, hovering over that area saves like a drive around the tomb, and you have to go around the corner and that kind of thing. It saves that like that little path of a drive because it's just a straight shot like right next to the area with like really, really good movement. Can save about 3 or 4 seconds over just taking a zoomer. So either strat works perfectly fine, obviously, but you know, some people prefer to do one thing, some people prefer to do the other. So We'll see if rRubiks goes for the jetboard strat, or he just grabs a zoomer. Maybe not risk anything, because there's a chance hovers can always drop, you know? And that can never be good if you're out of bounds, and you can die, which will ruin the mission storage for lurkers, so... That's a point I should mention as well. They cannot die in these missions. So the mission that OuijiShi is on right now, he cannot die at all on. Otherwise, he will lose the lurker mission and we'll have to do a minute-ish drive right back to Bruta instead of being able to just restart the mission and like go straight there normally. So it's a big unfortunate time loss.
You can back it up if you think fast and you're about to die. You can restart mission and you'll actually like retain the lurker mission storage, but only if you think fast and restart before the game kills you.
Personally, I don't think it's worth doing that, and I'll tell you why. Because after this area, after this computer room that OuijiShi is going to, if you die and do that, then do the if you don't die but you restart the mission before you die, it will put you right back at the start of the mech mission instead of putting you right back at the start of the jetboard section. So you'll have to think like really sparingly if you want to do it. Like I honestly think, because there's a jetboard section coming up right now, right? I'll mention it when OuijiShi goes to it, because he's coming up to it now.
Yeah.
If he dies, this is the most common spot that people die on these missions to get the driver's shame, which is what it's called. If you restart the mission before dying, it will take you back to that mech section that he has just done, instead of what he's about to do now. So in theory, dying is just better because yeah, you'll get the drive of shame, but you won't have to do the entirety of the mech section again. Like, you know? Yeah, this section, very, very, very scary movement. OuijiShi is pretty good at it though, so should get it pretty well here. Yep, OuijiShi, really good. I'll bring up the elevator, and he is out. It's very nice.
Yeah, this has been a really clean run from OuijiShi so far, and honestly, rRubiks' run has been pretty clean since Maelstrom as well. Yeah, it's gonna be... It's pretty much, at this point, down to OuijiShi making a mistake.
Yep, one big mistake can cause, can give rRubiks a cause to catch up.
Yeah.
Like, really easily. So there you go. That's what we were talking about before. The restart mission from OuijiShi puts him right back here, and now he can just do the lurker mission very, very easily. So dying would have got rid of that storage, and he would have had to drive from from the power station from where he was. He would have had to drive from there all the way to where he spawned. So that's never really a nice thing to do, especially if you're trying to go fast, you know. So
it's worth mentioning that rRubiks actually had a gold split after Life Seed going to Onan.
That's very nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's currently still behind by quite a large margin on his PB, but he can still get a pretty decent race time. No major no major mistakes other than Mars Tomb, but and Daxter Chase Skip. I didn't entirely see what happened there. I think he was also lagging at the point as well.
He did have one death on the way to protect Sabos, I think, as well, which we didn't talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's had some unfortunate movement here and there, but he's still nothing. Those are like little minor things. Like, oh, I've missed a little hover, missed like a little death warp, but like it's nothing major. Like, oh, I've died in Drive of Shame, or I've missed a skip, kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, there are. When I say a mistake, it's probably going to take something like the lurker falling in the water.
Yeah.
Which totally could happen.
Yeah, that's a good segue into talking into the lurker mission, especially in this section that OuijiShi is going into right now. He is the lurkers. If they fall in the water, the mission fails. the mission will completely fail, and he'll have to do the entirety of it again. So that's not good. This level is about 3 minutes-ish, 2 or 3 minutes, and you know, just time loss here is just annoying.
Most runners have methods in place to deal with it, and make sure that they get launched into corners and things like that, but...
Yeah. I should mention there as well, yep, Ouija made sure that the vehicle exploded close enough to the thing that the lurker was supposed to run into, like its little hole, I guess. That just means he doesn't have to drive over to it, pick it up, you know, drive back, let him hop off. The lurker notices that it's in, because there's like a little boundary box, an invisible boundary box, I like to think of it, around these like around the like sewer coverings or whatever they are. There's a little boundary box. If the lurker is in that box, he will start running towards where he's supposed to go, and like he's counting, oh wait, I'm supposed to go in here. That it happens when Jack drives into it with the lurker on the back. He'll just jump off. He's like, okay, we're here. It also counts if the lurker falls into that thing or walks into the area.
Can we talk
sense,
about
you know?
how good that last lurker was as well for Ouija? I've never seen one like go so perfectly.
Yeah,
That
it
last one just
exploded.
landed right at the thing.
Yeah, like I was saying about the boundary box, it landed directly in the boundary box, and Ouija could just leave at that point. He's just like, okay, yep, he's close enough. I don't need to bother about this. So.
But Ouija is actually on a really insane run. He's only 10 seconds behind the world record at the moment.
Yeah, he golded lurkers as well. Oh well, the golded lurkers. He golded everything he's done since Bombots, pretty much. So, which is pretty insane. He's on class 1 lap skips. These can be a bit dangerous because of the lamp. Not really, but like there's a lot that can go wrong because it's a weird angle in my opinion. You kind of have to shoot off in a good angle. If you brake too early, like that for example, what Ouija just done. If you brake too early, the vehicle will start to nosedive, but it will nosedive slowly. There's a chance that if you brake too early and it starts to nosedive, you'll just smack directly into the floor and the vehicle will like be like really, really, really damaged, and then it's just like you can't really continue at that point. But that was a really good race from Ouija right there. We'll see see how the rest of the late game can go out. Ouija has just started the late game from this point onwards, so we'll see how this plays out for him. rRubiks honestly isn't too far behind. Just coming to the end of a drill platform. Ooh, doesn't land there in the doorway, which is unfortunate, but gets it a second time.
Yeah, so rRubiks is not on a bad run by any means. It's just like,
yeah,
Ouiji's almost on world record pace, so it's gonna be
it's a little
hard to compete with, really.
Yeah. Also, I should mention that rRubiks doesn't have speech volume off. He does not have speech volume off, meaning the communicator popped up at the end there. And when that communicator is out, like when he was at the portal, when that communicator is out, he can't skip. He can't go through the portal until it goes away. Turning speech volume completely down will completely remove that. If that makes sense. Like it will let you just go straight through the portal because the communicator doesn't actually pop open. Because if the speech volume's off, the communicator just doesn't exist apparently. So. You know, it's that's nice little tiny time save, right there. Ouija, pretty good explore palace right there. Pretty easy mission. Just hover in a corner, fall through the top area, and then you're fine. So.
Right, so rRubiks is going through the lurkers as well, and perhaps now we should talk about this a bit more in detail. So, the lurkers are kind of in 3 pairs, and the way that we generally try to do them is that we pick the first one up and then try and break the second one out right next to the thing that it has to go into. So you'll see that on the next pair, rRubiks will destroy one carrier, pick up the lurker, and then take it over to where the second carrier is and try and break the second one right next to their, like, I don't know what it is. It's like Mario going into a pipe. That's what it makes me think of.
The sewer covering thing, I guess, I don't know.
Yeah. And by having it, like, get broken out right next to it, you don't have to pick it up anymore. So that one, you'll just be able to leave it there and it'll do its own thing.
Yep, like we said about the boundary box kind of thing. Once it notices it's in that box, it'll just hop in.
Well, I spoke too soon because rRubiks actually decided to pick it up.
Yeah, it's probably trying to be a little bit safe. The lurkers, by the way, I should mention, the lurkers do not care if there's another one on top of you. At the moment, they will run in towards you. They will run towards you no matter what, pretty much. So what rRubiks can do, he can land next to, well, not land. He can drive next to the hole cover thing. The lurker is running towards him, but the lurker on the back of the vehicle is already like jumping in at the same time, so you know it's a little difficult to explain, but I think that was good. I don't know. Either way, you know, vibing. He doesn't opt to wait for it. He doesn't opt to do to wait for them just to walk into the area, which is fair enough. I don't think any of them were close enough for them to walk into the area and still save him time. So we might as well just go pick them up at that point. But
so,
you know,
crew has like 3 phases of these little bloblets, and in between them there are these phases where you can hit the crew, and OuijiShi is going to try and charge up 5 peacemaker shots and hit them all at once to skip the last phase, to cut it short. Which he does perfectly there.
That was dangerous. That was so dangerous, what he did there.
It was dangerous, but it was fast.
Yes, fast. That's what I like about OuijiShi. He's not afraid to go for like really, really dangerous strats. Ooh, pardon me. Like really, really dangerous strats in these runs. Like for example, that right there, there's a chance because crew will fire 5 bullets, wait for a second, and then fire another 5 bullets, like in that kind of like cycle. So like he was getting ready to fire those 5 bullets, but OuijiShi was standing out in the open preparing the 5-stack peacemaker glitch, which can be a bit dangerous because if you get hit shot or if you get hit during that, there's a chance it will completely break the stack and you'll have to do it again. And if you don't have the ammo for that, then that's too bad because the 5 ammo is enough to skip the phase. I should try and explain this actually. The phase, he has, I think it's about 4 or 5 hits in each phase. So by getting him to low enough health, on the second phase and firing 5 peacemaker shots at the same time, the game registers all that damage at the same time and it realizes, oh wait, you've dealt enough damage to actually kill him. So it kills him, essentially skipping the last phase of the fight, which the last phase of the fight is about 45-50 seconds. It's a long fight at the end there, so it's a nice little time save. It's probably an exaggeration, but it's still a rather big time save.
Yeah, and it is possible to kill crew phase 1 by getting him stuck, but it's not really realistic for people to go for in runs. It's perhaps been only done a handful of times over the last like 10 years, so it's rare to see people even attempt it.
Yeah, I think we understand. This is how I think as a community. I think as a community we understand. I'm gonna wait actually because. Okay, he's fine. That is a very consistent hard lock spot for OuijiShi right there. If you don't know, Jack 2 is very, very prone to hard locking and like completely crashing. So
everyone just collectively holds their breath when someone exits that mission.
Yeah. But yeah. Ooh, okay. Careful of the metalheads there. What was I saying? I've completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, I don't know. But it was probably not important anyway. It was fine.
So I'm going to be really interested to see what OuijiShi's split is after Shaft Skip, because...
Shaft Kira, I love the split name.
Try not to get banned here, hey. From everything I've seen, this has been really clean as well, so, like, I'm actually wondering if this could be, like, on pace to get a world record. We'll have to see.
If he plays everything literally perfect and plays the rest of the run faster than he did last time, then yeah, he can. I think, you know. So essentially, if he plays the game and does it faster than he did in his PB, then he can PB.
Wow, that is some very enlightening information. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, pretty clean on the port so far. I think he's trying to go a little safer on the movement here, because there's a hover that you can do inside of the underport, which is very precise and very dangerous. But if you get it, can save 6 seconds.
See, right?
It's completely blind.
Yeah.
Yes, completely blind. It's very precise. It's not very nice to do. So, yeah. He opts not to go for it, but I believe he has the capability of doing it, if that makes sense. Like, he knows how to do it. He can do it.
I don't think it's been done on a world record before. Has it?
Okay, I know Headstrong did it in a race. Like, in one of her races, Headstrong like deliberately went out of her way to do it. So, you know, I don't know.
That sounds like Headstrong, yeah.
It does, yeah. Yeah, Ouija coming up to Shaft Skip here. Going up to Shaft Skip here, going to take this Zoomer out of bounds, because why not? Yep,
Clean.
takes it out of bounds.
This is
I always struggle with that.
quite a scary skip, partly because it's very new, but also it's honestly one of the more difficult skips. There's a lot of finicky things that can go wrong, but it's looking good so far.
Yeah, I should mention, it's not new skip, it's a skip that we've known about for a while, but this is a newer way, this is a newer version of how to do it, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's right. It's a new way to do it.
Ouija, this, if he lands here, pretty well, he should be good. Minimap disappears, yes, he's got Shaft Skip. That is very nice.
Really good.
Really clean. He needs to step away from the elevator, because I believe it can. Okay, that was close. That's a hard lock spot right there, as well. That's a really big hard lock spot. Yeah, that was close. Also, he is
ahead of world record. Yep. 2
He's
seconds
ahead of world record by 2 seconds. Oh. Okay. Yeah, the way that works is pretty much loading by going out of bounds with the Zoomer. He is loading the palace. Like, if you could see him stop under the door a little bit and like go up and down, that's to load the room of the palace. And for some reason, well, I know the exact reason, actually, because it's part of the level. The shaft elevator at the end there is also loaded, which is like hog, right? It's also loaded, so you can hover over to that area and land by the shaft. But by landing by the shaft, it deloads the palace again and reloads the city area. So essentially, you're skipping the drive to go to the stadium, you know?
I should make a small correction. OuijiShi's not actually running against the world record splits. He's running against splits that are 7 seconds behind his PB.
He's
so it's
running...
extremely close.
Yeah. Okay. He might not world record, but if he gets within like 7 seconds of world record in a race, that's like...
Oh, rRubiks only managed to charge 4 Peacemaker shots, so now he's in an awkward situation. He's gonna try and grind some ammo, but... Yeah...
He may just
That's
have to bite the
unfortunate.
bullet.
He's probably
May
gonna have to
bite the
just...
bullet and just fight him, like wait out the final phase.
Yeah.
He's
Oh, don't
one
die,
health.
please don't die.
He's literally 1 health
Oh,
as
he's
well,
actually
so...
grinding the ammo. I don't know about this. It's a...
Dangerous game. Very dangerous game.
Yeah, I mean, he's 1 hit from dying, so... Oh, he's got 5
Ooh.
Peacemaker shots.
He just needs to do it again. He needs to do it quickly, and he needs to do it, like, well. Okay? 2, 1.
I think
That's it.
I think that
Yes.
worked out being worth doing, but that was scary.
He still lost quite a bit of time on that, obviously.
I think it was still quicker than fighting the last phase.
Yeah, I think it's still quicker than fighting the final phase there. Ouija on his way to the con site, which is the last mission before the final boss mission. Going to hover into the death warp that we saw at the very, very start of the run. And he's...
Oh, those are
okay.
some unlucky enemy spawns. Holy moly.
The hover here, he didn't manage to hover up to the overpass either, so he's going to have to do a backup hover if he wants to save as much time as possible here. Yeah, gonna hover up to here, and then he's gonna do this backup hover. Losing a little bit of time. I don't think this... I'm not sure. It might. We'll see. He needs to be really, really careful. rRubiks taking his frustration out right there on that one slot, spamming the thing there. Oh no! Wait, did Ouija hardlock? Or is that a really long
Yeah,
road?
no,
Oh, he
that's a
hardlocked.
hardlock. Oh no.
That is right at the end of the run as well. Okay, let me grab the time just for the race purposes. I want to grab the time of the hardlock.
Yeah.
That is pain. That means he can't submit that as a... If this world records, he can't submit it. 5309.
So,
press triangle. Oh.
yeah, we do have special rules in place to account for hardlocks in the race, but unfortunately, that does mean that it won't be a PB.
Yeah, he can't post that. He's paused his timer actually, so... I mean, do we need to take time off at this point, or...?
He's still going to be ahead regardless, but if we... We'll probably figure out the times afterwards, yeah.
Yeah, just for the race purposes, it's best to figure out the times. He's gonna have to drive to Consite again anyway. So, he's actually debugging right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna select start at the construction site right here. Is this allowed? Like, okay, I'll allow it. I don't care.
Yeah, I would have to double check what the rules are, but I'm pretty sure level select is allowed. As long as he turns debug back off.
Yep. 54-58 right there, so 54-58. It's the same spot, yeah. That's the same spot, so that's fine. That's completely fine.
Yeah.
So I think we'll take that time off. I just need to do mental maths, and I'm not very good at that. It's around a minute something. Minute 50, I think. Yeah, minute 50.
Alright, thank you for that.
Maybe not. 50 seconds. I don't know. My brain does not work at 1 in the morning. Leave me alone. Is it 50 seconds? It's 50 seconds. Okay, Ouiji's on final boss right now.
Well, we will have to calculate the time afterwards. You said roughly 1 minute and 50 seconds, so this is
50,
probably still...
50. I think it was 50. I don't know, because I have 53:09 written down, 54:58. So is the time he actually got back to it. So
maybe
I
at 54 still.
maybe I don't know why I genuinely can't think if it's over a minute or not. I think it's 50 seconds. Why can't I think? I know it's 1 in the morning, but I can't always use that excuse. And it's time for Ouija, right there. 56:49. We'll take that time off when someone actually figures out how long it was. So, at this rate, I should just start counting up with my fingers. Like, we have really clean run from Ouija. We have really clean run from Other than the hard luck. Hi. GG.
Oh,
I don't
congratulations on the win, but damn, that is extremely unlucky. What the?
that's never happened to me either.
You didn't even... The cutscene didn't even start, right?
I didn't press triangle. It just didn't start.
That's so
That
It's not
strange.
like, it's not like I crashed, like, you know, on the first frame crash, which normally happens. It just crashed. On
Yeah.
like I had 8 seconds to save at the end. But I don't know if it would have happened or not, because anything could have happened, but
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really close. I mean, 2 golds.
Oh my god, the double golds.
Is that, would that have been world record pace, do you think?
Yeah, it was.
Very
It was on
nice.
pace for like a 46.
Damn. That's insane. The hard luck ruined. That's so unlucky.
I think I could have pulled it off too. Like if it actually worked. Like if I didn't
It was
crash, I could probably do it.
Yeah, it was close. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm still trying to figure out if 53:09 and 54:58 is a 50-second time difference or not. My brain doesn't work at 4 in the morning. It's 1 in the morning. It's not even 4 in the morning.
Yeah. I don't know. That was the most clutch run. Like the start was terrible. And then I caught up so hard.
The mid
Like,
game was just perfect.
I had the best middle game I've ever had, the best end game I've ever had.
The speed
It was
of the
clean.
Lurkus mission was actually so insane. Like, you destroyed the last carrier and it just flew straight into the exit and you didn't even have to wait.
That might have beaten my comm gold in my PB.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't expect to save that much at the end because I looked at my splits. They were hidden the whole time, and then I looked at them right when I got to Kira after shaft skip, and I'm like, what? I'm ahead? I thought I would save like a couple seconds. I didn't expect to save like 11.
Yeah,
So,
that was still massive run though. Enjoyable to watch. Big GG for that one. Lucky on the hard luck, but
you know what time that was taken, like the actual time?
No, because my brain doesn't work.
Yeah, we'll have to check. Obviously we will look out
Someone's smarter.
And,
Someone's smarter.
I think that was a 54.
I think it was a 54 as well, yeah.
I lost about like I lost a little bit less than, oh my god, music. I lost 10 seconds-ish in core fight because I just didn't care anymore.
Yeah. I mean, taking everything into account, I think it could have PB'd, definitely. Could have world recorded.
Yeah.
Overall, imagine that would have beat the scenes. That right there. The world record in a tournament race.
Yeah, it's not the time that I want to get. It's like, obviously I was 20 behind on the first split. So I would have been 20 seconds ahead if it was even.
Yeah.
Out of it,
Could
which means
have been so much better as well. I wasn't here for the first 15-ish minutes of the run because my internet was being very silly, so I didn't actually see what happened in Mars Tomb or what happened in sewers or anything. So, well, I saw the like bare end of sewers, but
No,
Yeah.
everything was bad in the beginning. Like, I think just bad RNG in sewers, and I missed one of the skips, the
Dang.
ambush skip, which is like 10 seconds. But that pace, yeah, if I had a good early game,
Insane.
that pace would have been 2x for sure.
Insane. Do you think you could pull it off again though?
Yeah, I can. That was a cool comeback run, but I thought I would at least finish it out. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's
Does it really have to hardlock like that? That's
a brand new one at that.
yeah, literally a brand new one. That's just never happened to me.
Ooh, Rubik's.
rRubiks is just on
popular.
its way to a construction site now as well.
It was actually quite close, all things considered. Rubik's wasn't too far behind. If like I say, I didn't see the Mars tomb or anything that
Yeah,
happened
so rRubiks' stream was down for Mars Tomb, so we don't really know what happened, but I think he
I
had trouble
think-
with Dexter
yeah.
Chase Skip.
I think he failed Dexter Chase. I don't know what part, but
yeah.
did he do the Dexter Chase itself?
He
or-
came back to being partway through the Dexter Chase, so I'm not sure if he just didn't go for the skip or if it went wrong, but yeah.
Because my thinking is maybe he went for the skip, didn't get the dive, went for it again, got the dive, but then like died and then had to do Dexter Chase or something, which is unfortunate, but it happens, you know. Very still pretty decent run from rRubiks, though, all things considered. He still had a pretty clean run. Like, especially mid to late game. Ooh, pardon me. Yeah, Morning Haven on looks actually doesn't look that
I
bad.
didn't even know it could turn morning that quick. What? I must have beat the game extra fast.
Damn, just broke the weather cycle
I
real quick.
beat it before it turned to nighttime.
Yeah, I swear every time I beat this game, it goes either rainy or foggy after the final boss.
Because I'm in heaven, dude. That run sent me to heaven. It killed me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ouija using my scattergun strats right there.
Oh my god.
JP's never gonna let me to live that down, by the way. I accidentally pull out the scattergun and fire like 10 shots before realizing, wait, I have the scattergun out. In the core fight in one of my runs. Yes, Rubik's. And okay, anyway. Rubik's going to the end of the run here. That is time 104.43, which isn't terrible.
I need to unmute rRubiks because I had some trouble at the start. Hang on.
Noise.
Hello, can you hear us?
Okay.
Man. Did you
Yo,
hardlock?
Rubik. Yeah. I was on world record pace until
Damn, that's what I saw
until
in
construction
chat.
site.
Dude, that's what I thought. I was like, he's probably like 4 minutes at this point.
I was,
Ahead. And then chat freaked out. I was like, oh. He probably hardlocked at construction.
yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't to the door though. It was to the airlock, and I didn't skip the airlock cutscene. It just hardlocked
Damn. Dude, that
before
sucks.
the cutscene. So
Rough.
that's whatever.
I had a
It
pretty
wouldn't
rough
have been a
run.
big one.
Yeah, your stream. Well, I wasn't here anyway, but apparently your stream went down a little bit in Mars Tomb.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
what
it
did
was-
happen?
It was like as soon as the race started, my internet like totally disconnected. It was like good all day, and then I don't know.
Same, don't worry. Yeah.
G.
GG's.
Yeah,
I had a
yeah,
few
did you,
mess-ups, otherwise it was relatively okay.
Yeah, apparently it came back to you doing Daxter chase, did you mess up the cutscene?
I
Not the
I
cutscene,
I bumped into nothing. I just hit the shaft and it was solid. I would have gotten it. I don't. It's so dumb, but I
Alright.
ended up missing Dexter Chase. So yeah, I got everything. Everything was really clean. The hover was. I just hit, like probably the side rail thing and just
Yeah.
into the
Yeah,
void.
I've done that.
In races, I specifically get off the jet board so I don't bounce like way earlier. But this race, I almost missed it. I like barely made it.
Damn.
Thank you, Captain Bruder. Come on.
But yeah, I try
Yeah.
to avoid that because there's like honestly like a one in
So much work to do.
fifth, like 1 in 5 chance
It's
that
not
you
my thing.
bounce off for no reason.
As the
Yeah,
new
it's
governor
great.
of this city,
Just don't like that
I
risk.
ordered the commander of the New Crimson Guard to
Yeah,
escort
I
you to
should
an
have gotten
official function.
off my
Is
jet
that
board,
understood?
but like the lineup looked perfect. I was like, yeah, I'm going
You
in
can start
easy.
rebuilding the city tomorrow.
It's just
Tonight,
that one
you get to
pixel that
celebrate with our
pushes
new
you away.
friends.
Yeah.
Besides, tough guy.
Yeah, I've bonked at the very top of that shaft. To be fair, so I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
there's just no good. Like you never know.
Yeah.
I hate that one.
Check out the new decor.
right at the start of the run as well, which is just very sad.
And then I got shot by crew while I was charged stack and only charged 4.
Yeah, we saw that. It was. Oh.
I was
You were,
quite impressed by how you managed to back that up, actually.
yeah, just go around grinding the ammo real quick.
Oh, you saved
Yeah.
that.
I still can't believe that little boy.
I also didn't realize how low health I was, and then crew shot me, and I was like, oh shit, I have 1 health left. So I was like dodging and ducking, trying to farm ammo during the. Ugh.
But there was another scary point that I noticed as well, like when Ouija did one of the death warps into the industrial section and like respawned completely surrounded by metalheads and guards. How did you panic when that happened?
What? Right at the like during consite movement?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
because
hate that.
I was like, oh no, what do you even do if that happens? You know?
No, I'm completely used to it. Like, I never think I get a run through unless I get past consite. Or actually core fight,
Well,
because I
and-
hard locked in core fight before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you,
that was not
you
race.
proved that today.
Yeah, it ain't over until
I,
Core is dead at the end of the day, is it? So.
Literally everything has possibly gone wrong in a run for me, so yeah, I don't really get
Yeah, I'm
like
pretty sure I've hard locked at core once too.
I just don't care. But yeah, the enemies are just random. Like it's just RNG whether or not you can get through a good consite. So nothing you can do.
It's
What was the time? I mean, that you got just about. Did we minus the crash?
They didn't calculate it, so
well, I have a time written down, but I'm not sure if it's accurate or not. Because you did also pause your timer as well, so.
it paused for a second and then I pressed cancel because I accidentally hit spacebar.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's like completely accurate, but we can take around about 49 seconds off, I think.
Oh well.
Here I can check it really quick.
Yeah, you're probably better at maths than I am at 2 in the morning.
Sorry, I didn't check because I thought it might mess with the stream.
Yeah, that's true. So I'll
Yeah,
tell
I
you
mean,
what
it
time.
was-
Even chat could help. I'll tell you what time I hard locked.
It was
at, and
around.
then-
It was around 50. Yeah, it was around 53 that you hard locked, I think.
Okay, let's see. Can't believe we're calculating this. 53. It pretty much hard locked right at the black screen. All right, 53:07, and then I got back there at 54:56.
54:56. Okay.
So it's 1:49, right?
Okay, so and then my final time was 56:49.
So it's like 55 flat.
I don't know. Round, give or take, like
Yeah,
specifics,
close
because there's
to.
extra loads. It was
Yeah,
like
that's
it was like a 55 flat or a 54:59.
definitely the best run we've seen in the tournament so
Yeah.
far. So
100%.
congratulations on that.
Very,
Thanks,
very good run overall.
I don't know how I pulled that off, but so stupid.
Just like Giga Chat, I guess.
I can't get chat. It's because I was doing runs yesterday, so my brain was like
You were in run mode. Right there.
yeah, my brain was alright. Once I got past class 2, I was like, I felt good, because I don't have trouble with most of mid-game past class 2, and then end-game until I hit, like, maybe crew. And then once I get past crew, then I know I'm good. So there's two main, like, big ones. It's class 2 and crew.
Yeah, it sounds
But-
about right. I messed up my angle for weapons factory skip, so I only was able to do one side. And then I almost died to guards actually at the top.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, a lot of things happened in this race. It was a very, very fun one to watch though. Definitely enjoyed that one. GG's to Ouija though. We'll go 4-1.
To me too.
GG's to rRubiks as well. Yes.
Yeah.
What I meant was like GG to Ouija for the win with the, that's what I mean.
Good job, Ouija. The better player wins again.
Oh
But
my god. Nah. GG to Recon for actually making it to commentate.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
GG
thanks
for
for
carrying me in the
commentary.
commentary, to
I
be
saw
honest.
I saw the struggle in the chat, like when I was in
Yeah.
sewers.
Yeah, it was not fun. The internet just broke. I unplugged and replugged in my internet like 4 times before I actually got to Discord again, so it's nice. But yes, Ouija wins this round. I think
Yes.
you are 4-1 now, right?
Yeah, I lost the
Three.
headstrong.
Or when you.
4-1, very
wasn't it-
nice.
Wasn't Chief? Oh yeah, never mind. This race.
I
Yeah,
don't know who I'm going
Headstrong
against next, though.
isn't racing yet. All of that will be found out soon.
At the end of the weekend.
Yep, at the end of the...
I go play Minecraft. Play Minecraft now.
you enjoy
Alright,
it.
enjoy Minecraft. I think we're gonna wrap
Okay.
up this stream anyway, so
GG's.
GG's to both of you.
yeah, GG's to
Very good
both of
race.
you. And we've got more races on tomorrow. This is the only
Some
one for today.
Pretty big ones. Should we list off the schedule before we...
Yeah,
play
let's
these?
do that.
Well, what we have so far anyway, because I think some are still to be decided.
Yeah, so we've got TJ versus Split at 1 PM EST, then Recon versus LB at 3 PM,
That's me.
and Dudek versus Majora at 5 PM.
There's some pretty good races from the looks of it. Headstrong Piggle as well on Sunday, which will be
Yep.
be
and
really
then,
nice. That's gonna be a big race, I think.
And then JP versus Spin after that on Sunday as well.
Yep, I think Blood and Flair have scheduled their race, but it's not like, it's not been written down yet. So we'll see when that could be. But a lot of races tomorrow. We have three of them, me included. Yay! So let's hope I actually get out of sewers in one piece in that one.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, everyone.